Good morning, network. Happy Thursday. This is the R2R Report. If you're watching this on Facebook, awesome. Soft launch to Facebook this week. Had a couple posts, but it's brand new. So if you're new to this, or if you're watching on YouTube as well, this is a daily thing that I do, more or less daily. Let's call it 3 times a week, where I talk about what we see in the market. I recruit other recruiters, right? So I'm talking to owners and owners, managing directors, and partners, for the most part, of staffing agencies, recruiting firms, executive search firms, consulting firms. And as a company, we deal in the UK, Canada, and the US. I am specialized on the US market, but still, there's a lot of change every 2 seconds, right? So this is a platform for anybody who's interested, of course, but for any of the clients or candidates that I speak to, people I run into day to day, lots of questions about what's going on. What opportunities are there? What do you see? Like debunking certain things, like, oh, I see all these positions available. I apply for them, and then nothing happens. That is true. There's a lot of reasons for it. And we can tackle those. This is a great platform also if you have questions about any of this stuff, or if you're interested in staffing and recruiting, just send me a direct message on Facebook, or if it's YouTube, you can send us a direct message at the Raymond George YouTube page, which is this is hosted on. Or if you're on LinkedIn, where a lot of this is originating, then obviously just add me on LinkedIn, direct message me. I'd be happy to talk. Couple things. Yesterday, we had a really good episode of Recruiting EQ, which every Wednesday at noon is a longer form sort of video podcast, I guess we're calling it, that I do with guests every Wednesday. Next Wednesday is going to be a business panel, sales panel, month end, which I do monthly, hence the month end title. Excited for that as well. Yesterday, we had Rob Chorney on as a guest, who owns a company called Everyday People. Super interesting and informative. We covered a lot of topics. He's always great to chat about this because he's got a lot of experience and ideas. But the big takeaway, the big overview there, he runs a company which deals with elite offshore staffing solutions, and as well software integration. That's sort of Zoho, if you guys are familiar. But if you're not, it takes kind of all of your tech stack and is a bespoke sort of solution that is a portal that allows you to do all of the things that you have integrated. Maybe get rid of some of the subscription software that you have because it'll take care of it for you. And there's a bit of like an AI slant to our conversations as well. But this seems to kind of be the future as far as he can tell, right? Is that companies, mid-size as well, not just small companies. Thanks, Karen. That's my cat, Karen. She has a lot of opinions about mid-size companies. But so mid-size companies and small companies are probably going to have a mix of a kind of like AI-driven software tech stack with a sort of a unifying solution to simplify everything. And like one level of their delivery function often is going to be whatever it is that you do is going to be offshore, in his opinion. And there's a lot of elite offshore workers who are amazing at their jobs and can work remotely. So anyway, very interesting conversation. Check it out. For today's topic, I just wanted to briefly touch on a really exciting position that I have in Boston. So this is, partially in office. So it's a hybrid position in office in the Boston area in Seaport. These guys are doing something very different. They're using the platform of staffing and recruiting to really affect social change. They're a certified B Corporation. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but if you do, awesome. If not, you can look it up. I'll add a link to this as well, so you can look up what that is. But as a certified B Corporation, basically you have certain standards to adhere to for things like diversity, sustainability, social impact in general, and sort of giving back to the community wherever you are. So that's not a common thing that we associate with staffing agencies. We often think of headhunters as being like money-driven, Wolf of Wall Street types. And there are for sure some like that still, but there are tons of people who are doing something a little different. These guys work in the startup space, which of course Boston is a huge hub for certain kinds of think tanks coming out of, think tanks attached to MIT or Harvard. So a lot of technology like biotech, Gen AI, fintech. But beyond that, they're also interested in staffing for startups that do disruptive kind of e-commerce, things like vegan solutions for other meat alternatives that exist on the market. and film, TV, entertainment, music. So really interesting stuff. A lot of this has to do with networking with VC-driven ramp-ups that were startups that now have to start hiring. So if that's interesting to you and you're in the Boston area, if you know anybody who might be interested in having a chat about this, I am looking for people, and it is obviously a lot personality driven. So it's not the kind of thing you can just look at someone's resume or LinkedIn and go, check, you're perfect. So we need to have a chat and see, because this is kind of like a big endeavor. But for the right person, it can be not only a day job, but a passion project, which is really rare. That's it for me today. Write me on LinkedIn or anywhere else if you have any other questions, and I will see you tomorrow.